Good evening, tribe. How are you guys doing? I have finally made it to Seattle, Washington. I don't know if you've been following me, you know that I told you I was going to Seattle this weekend for my niece's graduation. I originally had a direct flight leaving out of DC, coming straight to Seattle this morning. Get to the airport. I had missed my flight because they changed the time of my flight, and I didn't get the fucking memo. It wasn't my fault because it was about 4 or 5 other people there who were supposed to be on that flight who missed the same fucking memo. So they had to reroute all of us and find us a way to get to Seattle today, which means I had to go through San Francisco, which was interesting. Because of course, Warriors fever was in the air. But neither here nor there. I was supposed to be in Seattle at like 3 o'clock this afternoon. I didn't get here till 7:30 because then my flight leaving out of San Francisco was late. So suffice to say, I've been traveling since 10 o'clock DC time. Do you see this unamused face? But on the bright side, I am here now. I'm in good spirits and good health, and my family is everybody is made it here safely. I'm waiting on my parents to get here. Their flight was the last flight that was coming in later on tonight. But I'm looking forward to a great weekend with my family, my niece, my nephew. It's really my niece-in-law, I guess. But they got married a few years ago, but we never met their family because they eloped, y'all. And so this will be the first time that we're meeting her family. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really excited. I'm also seeing my sister-in-law. That's the first time. This will be the first time I've seen her in a few years. Just to give you guys some insight into my family business, my brother passed away a few years back, and so I have not seen my sister-in-law in a few years. So this will be great because it's no animosity or ill feeling or anything. We just haven't seen each other, and so I'm excited about that. My niece is here. Me and her are actually rooming together. My niece is 24. She was my roommate when we went to Africa last year, so she's cool. She's good. She's good people. So anyway, I've rambled on enough, but I just wanted to let you guys know why I got this resting bitch face thing going on. But this is the Friday Night Roundup. I meant to get it to you guys earlier because I thought I was going to be in Seattle at like 3 o'clock. So I know it's like, 10 o'clock on the East Coast because I'm on the West Coast now. Well, close to the West Coast. So this is coming to you guys late, but better late than never. Right. Well, the first thing I want to touch on, we had 2 deaths this week due to depression. Now, I don't have all the details on Anthony Bourdain. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I don't have a lot of insight into his death. I just know that they're attributing it to suicide due to depression. And we know about Kate Spade earlier this week was a suicide due to depression. And we know that she was going through a divorce. And from my understanding, she left a note for her daughter saying, I love you. This isn't about you. If you want to know why, ask your dad. And a lot of people are kind of giving her flack for leaving that with her daughter, which, no, that's not the best thing to do. But this is clearly not somebody who was in her right mind. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. But anytime you think that killing yourself is the best option, you're dealing with some other things. And so she wasn't thinking, in my opinion, she wasn't thinking rationally. And so she was in pain. And she left that note for her daughter. And had she been able to get some help and someone able to intervene and save her from making that decision, I'm certain that she would have realized that probably wasn't a good idea to leave a note like that for her daughter. But let's remember that this is not someone who was thinking rationally, and depression is real, and depression is serious. And I think if nothing else we've seen this week is that happiness, success and money doesn't equal happiness, because both of these people were very successful, very wealthy, very accomplished in their field, and yet there was still something missing. For whatever reason, and I don't have enough information to make any type of assumption other than what was said, that it was suicide and linked to depression. So I want to just, definitely send condolences to the family, but I want you guys seriously to I was looking at a live while I was waiting at the airport, and somebody made a comment. They were talking about Anthony Bourdain, and they made a comment about white people. They were like, yeah, the lady earlier this week, well, you know, that's white people stuff. No, it's not. And that's part of the problem in the black community, is that we don't take mental health seriously, and we write it off as other things. I remember, and I love my family to death. Y'all know I love my people to death. But I remember when I went through something a few years ago, I got really sick, and I give y'all my testimony on another date, another time. But suffice to say, my life out of that illness, yes, I got better, but I have a new normal now. And my normal is never going to be what it was. And they thought I was never going to walk again. Just to give you a short version of it, I had to learn how to walk all over again. I was in a wheelchair. I was in the hospital for 2 months. It was a lot. And I remember saying to somebody that I wanted to go to a therapist. And the response was, what you need to go to a therapist for? You fine. And I was like, no, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fine. But I think that we just, and you know, even with Kanye West, I know I had my little, and I still feel the way I feel about Kanye West. But I've always said that I think he has there's something that is wrong. And again, I'm not judging, that's not negative. It just, there's something wrong there. And so he's come out and said that he's bipolar. Well, shit, who ain't know that? But it's been diagnosed, and he's supposed to be on medication, and I don't think he was doing that for a long time. So anyway, I say all that to say mental health is serious. If you are struggling, or if you know of a friend or a family member that is struggling or has struggled in the past, keep them in your prayers, keep them in mind, and check on them. And if you are struggling, reach out to somebody. Reach out. It's real. It's real. So that's my public service announcement for tonight. I want to touch on, hold on, y'all. Well, y'all want to, I'm asking y'all like y'all going to answer me. Ooh, I'm tripping today. My battery is low, so I'm going to try to get through this quick before it go out on me. Azealia Banks or RuPaul. Y'all know how I feel about Azealia Banks. I feel like Azealia Banks is out for clickbait, what they call it, clickbait, but it's not really clickbait, but I think she's out for the attention. She's always picking a fight with somebody different. And this week it was RuPaul. That I don't know why she wanted to come for Mother, because that's the wrong one to fuck with. You dropped your single last week, Anna Wintour. It is a house jam. Now y'all give me a second, because I'm about to be real stereotypical for a minute, but walk with me. And if I'm wrong, drop it in them comments. When you think of house music, there are certain people you think of. And the gay community is definitely at the top of that list. Baltimore area has that's a really strong house music area. But when you think of, like, when you go to a gay club, you go hear probably 80% house. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what you're going to hear. That is your community. And you dropped a single last week that everybody was loving, Anna Wintour. Everybody is loving it, but it is truly a house jam. And then you piss off the gay community. What the fuck? What is wrong with you? You are truly a self-saboteur. It's like you're afraid to be successful. Because there's no other reason that I can think of that you would go after RuPaul after dropping a single that all the kids are loving. What the fuck? But whatever you thought you did, you didn't do, because RuPaul music is right back on Spotify. So whatever you thought you did, Ru bought some receipts to somebody, and her music is back up on goddamn Spotify. So anyway, whatever. I just think that was real stupid for you to come after RuPaul. Mariah Carey's show is closing in Vegas. Okay, bye. I'm surprised it took this long. And I know some people who actually went to the show, and they said the show was decent, but they are stans. You know what I mean? They're Mariah Carey stans, and my thing is, the last couple of times I saw Mariah Carey perform, I just felt like she didn't want to be there. I don't think anybody questions the talent, and she's a songwriter and makes music, so she's going to always make money off of what she's done. But my thing is, she just acted like she didn't want to be there. She was half-assed doing the dance moves. First of all, it's the same fucking choreography from 1995. That's first of all. Like, you have not updated none of that shit. When you do Honey, it's the same sailor suits with the same choreography that you're not giving me nothing different. You're not giving me nothing new, and you ain't really giving me no new music. So like when I go to Vegas, if somebody bought me tickets, I'd go to Mariah Carey show, but I don't think I would initiate the visit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get to see Boys and Men in Vegas. Shit. Anyway, Trump disinviting the Eagles to the White House. Okay, well, nobody coming anyway. That's why your ass canceled it. Nobody was coming. Just like last year with the Warriors, when Steph Curry said he wasn't coming, then all of a sudden you got in your feelings and was like, well, fuck it, I'm just going to disinvite y'all. Nobody was coming. You can't disinvite me to a party I wasn't coming to. I don't give a fuck. Trump. First of all, you blamed it on the whole kneeling thing during the anthem. None of the Philadelphia Eagles knelt. None of them participated in that whole thing last season. They didn't do it. The black players, the white players, none of them did it. So they weren't the team to make an example out of. But again, we know that's not what this really was about. This really was just about your fucking ego and the fact that probably 20% of the Eagles organization was actually going to show up. And it wouldn't have been great optics. So you was in your feelings. You're such a bitch. But my Washington Capitals won the Stanley Cup last night. Go ahead. Go Ovi. Go Ovi. Go Ovi. I actually love hockey. Probably one of the few black women you'll meet that does like hockey. But I do. And I follow hockey and I follow my Capitals. And they have disappointed us year after year. They keep running into them damn Pittsburgh Penguins. And once we got past the Pittsburgh Penguins this year, I was like, okay, now don't get cocky because you ain't there yet. And they didn't, and they pulled it out, and they did it. They did the damn thing. So shout out to my Washington Capitals. The parade is going to be Tuesday, which I'm not going to be able to go to because I'm just going to be I took off work Monday and Friday to come here. So I'm not going to be able to take off work on Tuesday because it'll be just my luck that I call out sick and then my ass be on the news. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. But shout out to them. And then as we speak, the Golden State Warriors just swept the Cleveland Cavaliers to their fourth title in 5 years, or third title in 4 years, excuse me. And so now the question is, what's going to happen with LeBron? So that's going to be the question for the next 3 months until LeBron tells us where he's going next, because I doubt he's going to stay in Cleveland, especially now. So that's my Friday night roundup. I was going to talk about Janet Jackson and her calling the police on her baby daddy, but I ain't really got a whole lot there. Like, she called the police on them. All right. But that's pretty much all I had this week, y'all. Y'all drop it in them comments. Let me know what you think. I have a couple of shows coming up. I'm going to be doing Claws this weekend. And I'm going to Love Is, which actually I put it in my DVR and the episode is already downloaded. I think it's like a sneak peek or something. So if I can log into my BET while I'm here, I'm going to watch it and I may drop that review before the weekend is over. And it's something else. Oh, I think I'm going to do Luke Cage. New episodes start next week. I mean, not new episodes. I'm sorry. They're going to drop the season next week on Netflix. So what I think I'm going to try to do is do it like one episode every couple of days or whatever. I'm not going to do like a whole season at one time. That's ridiculous. But I think I'm going to do Luke Cage. Y'all let me know what y'all think in them comments. And y'all have a great weekend. Peace.